This is the Seiko SSC 819 Speedtimer. Pound for pound, dollar for dollar, it's one of the best chronographs out there. Frequently on the top of influencers' lists in the genre under $1,000, let me explain why. Let's start with the specs. Classic styling with a ceramic bezel and tachymeter scale, 39mm case for dressing up or down, sapphire crystal for durability and clarity, a short lug to lug so it'll fit on most wrists, and a lug width of 20mm for optimal strap management. Water resistance of 100 meters so it can be your go anywhere, do anything, and a solar quartz movement accurate to plus or minus 15 seconds a month, so pick it up, put it down as much as you like, it'll always be on time. We'll get into the drawbacks in a minute, but let's first look back at where it gets its inspiration from. For some chronographs, its final frontier is space, but this one comes from going fast, real fast, on Earth. The race to release the first automatic chronograph in 1969 was frantic, with Zenith being the first to announce their offering. But it was Seiko who crossed the line first, having the 6139 caliber available in stores for purchase ahead of Zenith. When discussing the origins of Seiko chronographs, the watch everyone talks about is the Pogue, nicknamed after William Pogue, the astronaut who took a yellow 6139 to the space station in 1973. And that's a great story. But there's another story that predates that by almost 2 years. And it's the story of Antoine Sever and his blue 6139 that he wore to the launch of his Tyrrell car for the upcoming Formula One season. Francois was fast. He made an impression during a battle defending his position against Sir Jackie Stewart in Formula 3. Jackie was so impressed that when it came for a teammate at Tyrrell, Jackie told the team owner he had to sign him. By 29, he'd earned 13 podiums, 89 points, and was the second Frenchman to ever win an F1 race at the US GP in '71. He finished third in the championship that year. Current Alpine F1 driver Pierre Gasly once ran a tribute helmet in Francois' honor, presenting it to Sir Jackie Stewart. And all because he wore this watch on this day. The two are forever linked. Sever was a bright young talent. But tragically, after the 1973 US GP, in a violent collision with the barrier, he lost his life. His teammate, Sir Jackie Stewart, would go on to revolutionize safety in the sport. Now, although Seiko didn't officially sponsor the Tyrrell F1 team, 30 years later, that same outfit would be known as Bar Honda, and Seiko would find its way onto the car and onto the wrist of another up-and-comer, future world champion, Jenson Button. These days, F1 is for the higher horology brands definitely not categorized as affordable, like Tudor, IWC, Tag Heuer, and Gerard Perregaux. But that doesn't mean you can't have a chronograph with F1 Provence. Should you choose this watch, now would be a good time to discuss its drawbacks. 1. Although I appreciate a compact clasp, this one with only 2 holes of micro adjusts leaves it lacking function. For this reason, it's always on the looser side of what I'd prefer. 2. The date window. I'd sooner rather no date than one located at 422. And because it needs to sit below the solar cells and further into the case, the dial casts a shadow that makes it almost illegible. 3. Speaking of non-legibility, polished indices are not for quick view reference, but it does elevate the dial for formal occasions. 4. The loom. Not normally a complaint I have with Seikos I've worn, this one's just lacking real estate and stamina. 5. The bracelet. Now, most people have a problem with its end links. I don't. What I do have a problem with is that pin and collar system. Ugh, what a drag changing links out. That might sound like a lot, but for its price and versatility, it really is a great watch. Most Seikos in this price range don't come with the sapphire crystal. Its small second hand doesn't show quartz, And the handy power reserve indicator is a direct nod to automotive culture. The white dial SSC 813 has always been the most popular, but that one has Rolex Daytona vibes, and that's a completely different story. The black is the 819, and if you want a pretty faithful colorway to the original Sévère, the 815 is the way to go.
Click like, hit subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.